People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now.
From coast to coast, it's not just about houses. It's about how people live, work, and dream. These streets hold stories. These homes hold hope. And the people, they're the heartbeat of something bigger. This isn't just real estate. This is the real America. One neighborhood at a time. Welcome to your neighborhood. Welcome to the American Dream.
Welcome to the American Dream. My name is Janice Blackburn, your host and local realtor. We're here tonight in the town of Granbury, Texas. And honestly, when you arrive in Granbury, you will feel like the town is wrapping its arms around you. And tonight is a Night of Lights Christmas parade. It actually feels like we're walking onto the movie set of a Hallmark movie. In fact, this town was just voted in the top 10 Hallmark towns in America. What I like about Granbury, Texas, is that this town is alive all year long with festivals, parades, the wine walk, theater, entertainment, restaurants, boutiques, and the annual migration of the monarch butterfly. This town also has been voted the top historic town in America. Come with me, I'd like to introduce you a couple of shop owners. I'm in front of the store, the Class Act Boutique. The owner's name is Carol, and we're going to go on in and I'll introduce you to her. I'm here tonight with Carol Berenger, and she is the owner of the Class Act Boutique here in Granbury, Texas. She just happens to be the classiest lady I know. Thank you. Carol, how did you come to the idea that you would bring this shop to Granbury?
Well, it was really an afterthought. I have been in the clothing and accessory business for many, many years, Waco, Dallas. And so I had moved here to Granbury, walked around, and realized quickly that what I was doing had a perfect home here. The most fun I have, and the thing I like the best, is styling. I love to have someone come in and say, I'm looking for this for an event, or I've lost a little bit of weight, could you help? All the reasons. I love to talk to them, get to know them, and then work with them, and they go out happy and smiling and feeling confident, and that's my favorite thing to do. So we just play dress up. We play dress up, and we will try maybe 5, 6 outfits, accessories, furs, boots, hats, and they go out head to toe.
It's wonderful.
And they are just lifted up.
Welcome to Shaw's Southwest Grill. This is David Shaw himself, the owner and operator. David, what kind of activities do you offer here at the restaurant? I know there's a lot going on all the time.
Yeah, there's always a lot going on. We have a wonderful patio in the back, and we completely remodeled, redid it. It's dog friendly, so we have a gate back there. We can bring people in. We have live entertainment on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. After the first of the year, we'll start a brunch on Saturday and Sunday. And then also after the first of the year, we'll start a kind of a Taco Tuesday. And that'll be tacos and tequila, and there'll be high-end tequila. So that's some of the stuff that we have going on. Additionally, we have a Airbnb upstairs, and I'm putting a little lounge. I'm close to being finished with it. That'll seat about 25 people, and I've got a balcony up here. We're very excited about that. People love it. It's great.
I'll be here for that. Thank you, David.
You
I
bet.
appreciate
Thank you.
It's always inspiring to see how much heart our local business owners put into this community, especially during the holidays. Make the town of Granbury a destination for you and your family and friends, and enjoy everything this historic and hallmark town has to offer. Tonight, as the lights shimmer and the holiday spirit fills the air, Granbury reminds us what the American dream is all about, a place where tradition, celebration, and community feel like home.
Happy New Year, everyone! Welcome to American Dream TV Network. I'm your host today. I'm Jenny Wang, broker owner of J1 Properties, serving Houston and surrounding areas to the Texas Hill Country. Now, Houston Ship Channel, home of world's largest petrochemical complex and America's largest exporting port. Behind its success stands the Economic Alliances, a coalition of cities, industries, and people. Beautiful day with beautiful people. Hello, everyone. We're with Chad Burke, our president of Economic Alliance, and also team lead Margaret Cruz of J1 Properties. Hey, Chad, where are we? It's beautiful.
Jenny, today we're at the San Jacinto College Maritime Training Facility. It's the nation's premier maritime training facility, especially here on the Gulf Coast.
So you've been leading this alliance since 2009, over a decade of progress. This port is moving like billions of dollars to global trade, connecting Houston to the world. Would you elaborate what kind of industries actually do that movement?
Sure. The Port of Houston is really a very, very unique place. It's the only port in the country that exports as many goods as it imports. So what we do here, the model or the dynamic that we have here is we make products from oil and gas. So those end up being specialty chemicals, resins, polymers, and we export a very large portion of that around the world. And the resins and polymers go out of these container terminals in containers to the other side of the world to be manufactured into the goods that we touch and use and feel every single day, from our phones, our glasses, our TVs, our tennis shoes. Everything that we touch that really makes life kind of livable comes from the products that we make here. And then we ship them around the world. They manufacture them into finished products, and then we turn around and import them again. It's a very unique ecosystem as far as making things and moving things around the world and then bringing them back in as finished products that we consume right here in the greater Houston area. And it accounts for, in the state of Texas, about 20% of our state's GDP. So the economic impact is very far-reaching.
For these young realtors and young entrepreneurs that are starting out in this industry, what would be your advice to them as they, grow in this competitive field?
Yeah, I think the opportunities are endless here for growth. We have not yet seen the end of this growth cycle. It is the number one, as I mentioned, manufacturing complex in the world. And so there are about 8 different indirect jobs. For every one job inside one of these facilities, a direct job inside a facility, there are about 8 different indirect jobs. Those are the opportunities for everything from business owners to realtors to restaurateurs. Anybody that wants to get in a business that supports this industry is looking at a steady growth cycle. And I would just say network, meet people, get to know people, get to know the network of leaders in a region like this. They're just fantastic people in this footprint. They all want to help each other. They all want to see each other grow.
Ladies, we can't leave this area until we, end our day, celebrate in this local gem, which I call it My Little Michelin. So let's go have some fun. Hey, Joe.
you doing?
You know, I brought my ladies over here. You know, we love your restaurant.
I appreciate that.
I call it my little Michelin local in local community. So tell us what you think, how you make this restaurant so special.
How I make it? People like you, my customers, my friends, you know, the food we serve them, the experiences we give them, the chances that we have to let them just enjoy their meals without interruptions, and just the whole feel of it.
And you make such a great food. It's delicious and presentation is beautiful.
Thank you.
How do you do all that?
Well, you trial and error, of course, and then I also have I just hired a chef, and he's helping out, bringing some creativity to the displaying of it. You know, we got the flavors, we always had the flavors, we always had the high quality, and now he's bringing a little flair to bring it a little bit one level up.
Impressive, as always. Thank you, Joe. Good to see you.
Wang Properties came into 2025 with blood, sweat, and tears. We lost some, we won more. Going out with a bang, ride or die, can't stop, won't stop. 2026, here we come.
From the poor to the people, Houston's story is of movement, innovation, and the heart. Together, we're driving the growth and building the future. One community, one dream, and one partnership at a time. Thank you for being with us today. Until next time, y'all, have a very happy New Year, and also happy Chinese Lunar New Year. 恭喜发财!
Hey everybody, Robert Saxon for American Dream TV. Today we're celebrating one of the crown jewels of Austin, Zilker Botanical Garden. We're going to see the gardens and we're going to talk to the executive director, Holly Hawk. Come with me. We're here with Holly Hawk this afternoon, the executive director of the Zilker Botanical Garden. Holly, thanks so much for joining us, taking some time for your busy schedule. Tell us a little bit about the garden.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming today. The garden has a very rich history. Our organization is pretty young, but the catalyst for the garden as you know it now actually began in the 1940s. There was a group of women who wanted a place to practice their passion. They were all in garden clubs, and garden clubs served a very important social factor for people in this time period. So in the 1940s, these women started working with the city of Austin. They started raising dollars, and eventually the building that you see behind us was built. And around that, all of these different themed gardens through decades of work. And each themed garden has this really unique story to tell. Our Japanese garden is really unlike any. It was hand-built by Osamu Taniguchi. He started it when he was in his 60s. And he built it by hand. It took him 4 years. He gifted it to the city of Austin. So with Taniguchi Garden, that was a really interesting thing because Japanese gardening is a form of art. It's a very spiritual sort of thing. And so what he did, instead of saying that this rock belongs here or this plant belongs here, which is how Japanese garden often goes, he would place a rock at the top of a hill. He'd let it roll down, and he would say that that's where that rock intends to be. So that's one of my favorite gardens. But then we have the Rose Garden, which is in honor of Mabel Davis. We have the Hartman Garden. The Hartman Garden is by far children's favorite space. Dinosaurs were found there in the 1990s. It used to be a quarry. And from there, a wonderful donation from a family here in Austin allowed for this gorgeous space to grow and honor its, very real geological history. And we have dinosaur footprints and beautiful statues and cycads, which are evolutionarily what you would find in the Cretaceous period.
Interesting. Wow. It's a stunning place. Folks, if you've never been to the Zilker Gardens, drop out for an afternoon, go get a sandwich from one of the trailers and come here and enjoy this nature. So Holly, where are we now? We're at a pond of some sort?
Yeah, so we're still in the Taniguchi Japanese Garden, but the reason I like to bring people here is because this is where you're going to see a lot of joy. This is where a lot of our educational tours come through, and where you're going to find people that just want a bit of peace and quiet to enjoy the sound of water, to enjoy the waterfalls. And our koi fish are here, and that's a huge attraction. People love to come feed them. They like to know that they all have names. In the wintertime, people get a little worried because they see that they're not moving, but it's actually a natural state called torpor. Then in the springtime, everything comes back to life.
That's great. So did the city own the land that was donated to this?
Yep, and the city owns the land now. It's still always in the land, and that's why this is a public-private partnership. So we're the 501c3 that provides resources and really runs and operates the garden, but the city of Austin will always own the land. It will always belong to people.
It's just beautiful. It's so peaceful. I love it here.
This is one of my favorite spots in the whole garden. So, Robert, behind me is the Butler window. And it has an interesting history that actually predates what you see here. So this used to be a part of a mansion, and it belonged to the Butler family. And the Butler family can be considered responsible for the building blocks of Austin. They had a company called the Butler Brick Company. The family built this gorgeous house for themselves, and then it was demolished. And somehow, we actually don't know how, but somehow this keyhole window ended up here. And so a few years ago, there was erosion taking place. This was just on One Bay Hill. So we worked to create this terracing. And the terracing itself has a history because these bricks are the actual Butler bricks that were donated from another family. And then you see how the top of the terrace is all granite, that pink granite. So that's the exact same granite from the quarry in Marble Falls, where the granite of the Capitol is from, as well as the granite in this keyhole window.
Oh, wow.
So when we make changes to the garden, we always make sure that we're honoring the history of the garden.
Yeah. Holly, thanks so much for the guided tour of Zilker Botanical Gardens this afternoon. I didn't know half of this exciting garden existed. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen, for this edition of American Dream TV. I'm Robert Saxon. See you next time.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Jonathan Olivera, and today we're exploring the warmth of Waco, found not in the weather, but in the flavors, stories, and people who make this city feel like home. On a day like this, there's nothing more welcoming than stepping into a place where the air changes, where the chill fades and the warmth begins in your hands. And in Waco, that place is Mila Cafe. Come on in, let's check it out. Hi, so here we are inside of Mila Cafe. We are with Kayla and Ishmael. They've been so gracious to give us a tour and open their arms to their establishment today. So Kayla, tell me, how did the inspiration for Mila Cafe come about?
Yeah, so first, welcome in. So the beginning of our story is it actually started from my husband. He comes from a family full of entrepreneurs. They all start businesses from ground up, and they have done an amazing job passing it through generation to generation. Well, at the time we were working at his father's business, and we were newly married. I was pregnant with our first child, which was my son. And he came home one night and he was like, I want to start something of our own. What should we do? So of course it was late night talking in bed, and we were going back and forth on different ideas. And so we ended up coming up with a coffee shop. And we had no clue about coffee. We spent a few weeks, probably a few months, just YouTubing how to make a coffee. Where do you buy inventory from? And so we ended up inviting our family, our friends to come over once a week. It was every Thursday night, I remember. And we would have them just try a table full of different recipes that we came up with. I am a sweet coffee drinker. He is a strong, bold coffee drinker. So all of our recipes were actually the in-between of both. So if our friends or our family, if they liked it, that's what we went with.
So Ish, so how do your cultural roots affect and influence the experience here at Mila Cafe? Man, my cultural roots, is very, very deep, important to me because of my family. My dad, he came literally from nothing, started something, from ground up, and he always, influenced me to take care of, the Hispanic people, So when we realized that there was a gap in this community with flavors, in their drinks, I told my wife, hey, let's just make a little twist in the category, So it was a big hit, and the people loved it because it was something different that they can try. That's what hit, and people loved it.
Just for everybody out there, the mazapan latte is my absolute favorite. It's super, super delicious. Again, thank you so much for opening the door so we can come in here and enjoy this wonderful conversation, this wonderful coffee. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
When the cold settles in and you need comfort, and I mean real comfort, there's a place in Waco where warmth comes in a bowl. And that place is Domo Ramen. Come on with me, let's check it out. We're here at Domo Ramen with Chef Chris. Chef Chris, how are you today? Thank you so much for welcoming.
Good. How are you doing today?
Very well. Well, I'd really like for you to tell us what makes your black garlic tonkotsu so special.
Okay, so before we opened the Domo Ramen here, we tried several different ramen restaurants, not just in the Waco, but also Austin and Dallas. Some of the places has a really good taste of the garlic ramen. I can't tell difference between the good taste of black garlic tonkotsu ramen or bad one. Is about the flavor of the garlic, how strong the garlic taste it is. So I was considering what was the difference, and then I figured out if too strong the garlic flavor could kind of destroy the balance of the ramen and the garlic. So we decided to use the black garlic oil, which has a garlic flavor, but not like too strong garlic flavor. I think that kind of makes the good balance make a good balance for our garlic ramen.
If you could select one bowl of ramen that says, hey, this is the representation of Domo Ramen, what bowl would that be and why?
Definitely, all of our ramen is pretty good, but I think I would choose spicy habanero ramen. I figured that a lot of people in the Texas like the spicy things. So I wanted to make a spicy ramen with a habanero. So a lot of people loved our spicy habanero ramen. I think that's the kind of identity of our restaurant, authentic food, and plus like a fusion with the ingredients from where we are, in Texas.
Excellent. Thank you again, Chef Chris.
Yes, thank you.
Well, you guys heard it here first. Come to Domo Ramen, enjoy a fulfilling, embracing, warm bowl of ramen. Now that was more than just a meal. It's warmth you can taste, comfort you can hold, and a reminder that food has a way of connecting people, especially when the weather turns cold. Thank you for watching American Dream TV. I'm your host, Jonathan Olvera, and on days like this, I realized something powerful. Warmth isn't just found in the temperature, it's found in Waco. So when you have an opportunity, come by and check it out. We'll see you next time.
Hi, and welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Jennifer Martinez, and this is the Rio Grande Valley, Texas edition. Today, we're going to be sharing with you some of my amazing clients' businesses. I'm super excited to be able to highlight some of the amazing things that we have here in the Valley, starting with Pan de Cada Dia. We're going to go inside and meet the owner and let them share a little bit about their story and why they're here. We're here with Thomas, one of the owners of Pan de Cada Dia, and I'm so excited for him to share with us a little bit about why they chose this location, what the inspiration was. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we are Germans, and when we moved from Germany to the US, we ate a lot of grocery store bread. And I got sick. So I got stomach pains and all these things. So we started baking our own bread, and everything was fine. And this was the first idea of the bakery. So, and then we made some special orders for breads and for pastries. And then Tony, one of the other owner of the bakery, he said, I have a store and this one is free and let's try to set up the bakery up there. So this is why we are here, and now we are baking bread fresh every morning, pastries fresh in the morning, and this is how everything started.
Something negative turned into a positive.
Yes.
And there you have it. Now you know where to get fresh, natural bread that will not irritate your stomach. And now we're here at Mike's Shoe Repair. One of the things that I love most about the Valley is that you can have any kind of business. If it's craftsman, if it's a large business, a small business, family owned, which this one is family owned, we have opportunities for everybody here. Here we are at our last location in Mission, Texas. This location, Little Lobos number 2 daycare, I helped my client secure. I've been so proud to watch her grow, to see how much she's put into this building and this location for the community. And we're gonna go inside and talk to Liliana right now and find out more. Here we are at Little Lobos daycare number 2 with Liliana, one of the owners.
And a little backstory of how we got here. It's kind of embarrassing, but it was more like a midlife crisis. I was hitting my 40th birthday and just reminiscing on everything that I've done in life and thinking like, I want to start a business. One day I said, it's going to be daycare. I want to build a daycare. I quit my 13-year job as a paralegal for family law. And I said, we're gonna go look for a building because we need to find a building to open up the daycare. And as we're driving home, we ran into this building that said, for rent, let me see. And I was like, that's fine. I put it in God's hands. If it's for us, it's gonna be us, it's for us. We started maybe the first few weeks with 3 kids, and then we started booming.
You put it in God's hands, right?
Yes,
like that's
how it
exactly
started.
what you said. So when you put something in God's hands, you're giving him the blessing to put his breath and his fingerprint on it.
Yes, we haven't reached capacity full, but we are at 75.
Well, thank you so much.
Welcome.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
It's always nice to have you, Jennifer. You're great. I've always told you that.
Thank you for coming along on this journey of entrepreneurship in the Rio Grande Valley, Texas. It's been such a wonderful time sharing the stories of my clients, their businesses, and all the opportunities that we have here in the Valley. We hope to see you again soon on American Dream TV.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.